which got signed and is going to be out soon.
Okay.
And it's about the 7 deadly sins, because there's these paintings that get possessed, and each painting has a sin. So you got lust, gluttony. I forgot what the giant snail is, so excuse me. So
I don't know, maybe sloth? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. There you go. You got me. I was going to say, I don't know what a snail would have to deal with a deadly sin, but thank you. You answered that. They were all like mechanical masks. That's like a hand puppet. And actually, we built a few of these, and there's these giant shells that we built, too. So it actually comes out of a shell because it's trying to grab these kids and pull them inside the shell. And this is all made out of silicone. And this is foam rubber. And a performer would wear this and have a full suit on. And it has drool tubes, it snarls, it winces. So with that, this is sort of the snarl.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
So when the mouth and the performer open the mouth and then we do that, it really gives it an exaggerated kind of realistic look. So this all opens up with the performer's jaw.
That's awesome.
And then we have, you know what? Why don't we get you? Oh, you're filming. You can't get. Yeah, there you go. You can pull back a little further because you ain't gonna break it. I don't think. There you go. So, if you go 1, 2, 3, go.
Ah.
And then up again, and then 1, 2, 3, go.
Ah.
See, so you get the idea. So, with the performance of the actor and all of these features going on, it makes it look alive.
That's awesome.
So it's all in tandem. And then with these, on film, these read like almost like black.
Yeah.
But the actor can actually see through these spheres.
That's like the one you gave me has the...
Yeah, exactly.
Eyes like that.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the stunt guys and actors like them. And then if some, like we did a demon movie that William Shatner produced and starred in. Very strange, but... You know, hey, you know, it pays the bill. TV show, I think was on in 2017, and had an all-star cast of comedians and actors, and Mark Hamill was the host.
Really?
Yeah, he was the voice, sort of like he was like the Rod Sterling of the
Dimension
show.
404.
Yeah, and it was like a Twilight Zone, and this is called Polybius. And this was a video game monster that comes to life.
Isn't that the one, the urban legend about the video game that kills people?
That's what this is, yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they made that as a real thing. So it's sort of like, the inspiration was from Strange Invaders. So it's like, this actually comes out of the game. And at one point to the real world, grabs the kids go into the game and are trapped in there with the creature.
I have to check that out.
And this whole thing moved. I mean, I have footage. I don't know if you want to add it in later. I could give it to you of how it moves and the performance. It's not a big stiff thing.
Yeah.
Everything moves on it.
It's got a bunch of moving parts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then we have another face that we popped on that the mouth can open and it has these giant teeth that are exposed and a bunch of saliva comes out of its mouth and the eyes glow. But they added a little bit more CG enhancement to make the eyes glow even more. Because I think by now, probably the batteries are dead. I mean, it's been, let's see if there's a slight, you see
yeah.
There's a slight green glow in there.
That's awesome. That's incredible, man.
Yeah, we need new batteries in that. But, yeah, so that was that. And then we had a giant brain in the same show. And these had a bunch of bladders in it that all pulsated. And then we
giant pulsating brain.
Square brain. It's like a giant slab of meat.
Yeah.
And it was intelligent. And what we did is we actually built this full size. And I have pictures of this. So a human being would stand next to this and they would interact with Bob. And then they would cut in with this and some enhancement with CG and visual effects to make it look like it was about the size of a skyscraper.
Cool.
So that's what we did.
They got some cool stuff in here. This is this like your boardroom?
This is where we close the deals. This is where the check goes down. Hopefully after they leave.
Those are the wings from Dogma, John.
That's right.
Oh wow, it is amazing. There's just so much in here. It's just trying to wrap my mind around it.
Yeah, I'm running out of space. I either gotta close down or get really rich and get a bigger place.
Oh look.
Yeah, and uses different various Martians and stuff from TV shows and pilots. This was from a there's a franchise called VHS, which are these found footage movies that are very popular in the horror industry, and we did these skeleton guys that come to life.
Do you recognize that, John? Who that is?
Yeah, I cannot.
It's a wrestler?
There you go.
Well,
Here's a hint.
Didi Diamond Page?
Diamond Page,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, I had to think about it.
What movie was that in?
Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horror.
Oh, there we go.
I was like, wait a minute, I know this guy. Oh, this is amazing.
And that's from Jane Silent Bob Strikes Back. That's the Scooby-Doo dog puppet.
Okay.
So, yeah, there was a part where Scooby gets stoned in the movie or something.
Just look at all this over here. And that guy right there.
Yeah, that was for a rock video called Pay Money to the Pain, and it's Jesus Christ Fights the Devil.
Oh, wow.
So that was done actually when I first moved to California. It probably was like 2002 that's been sitting there.
Oh, wow.
So I got here in late 2001 on Jane Silent Bob. The movements in this are a lot more extreme and a lot more fluent, but these are for the brows, like you saw in the goat creature. So it would be up, and then with this snarl in the mouth opening, then you would go down. So that's kind of the movement on that.
That's cool. That's like, yeah, that's just
Yeah.
completely manual. There's no animatronics or anything. Just
Well, the only thing is now that the only difference between this and the goat, when you open the mouth, you get this movement. So you got a complete movement of a snarl that's activated by the opening of the
so
jaw.
automatically snarls.
Yeah, so it's self-contained.
That's awesome.
That's so
So
cool.
I built it so it's self-contained, and then we got another added feature. And I don't know if you're gonna download video. I can send you video, like if you're gonna talk about this and then cut to the test, which I was allowed. I asked the producers, and they said I was allowed to show this. So he would all of that other movement, and then he would also have ear movement as well.
Oh, the ears go back.
So with all that in tandem, mouth opening and snarling, I mean, I have the video footage. It's pretty cool.
What was the movie called again?
It's called The Orchard.
The Orchard.
Yeah, it's a werewolf movie. It stars Thomas Jane and Sean Patrick Flannery.
Okay.
Awesome.
So that's what we're working on right now. That's the suit over there that we're,
This is the werewolf suit.
yeah, we're gluing all the hairs on. And they're all done a row at a time. So this takes many, many weeks. Brandon just sits here and glues hairs all over the suit. And then once we have all the kind of the hair is almost all done on it, then we come in, we have a hairstylist come in, she cuts it down so it doesn't look like it's been at a hack shop or the barber was drunk and didn't know how to cut his hair. So we're gonna get it styled and cut. And so that's kind of how that's done. And then we always have these bags. Like, I mean, when I get called to set, they always want like gore and stuff. So
You used to bring bags of
yeah,
gore.
we have like stuff on hand, like a heart, and it's silicone heart, and when that's covered in blood.
Let me see how that feels. Oh, wow.
What's this? We got
That's cool.
a bottom of a ripped jaw here.
Oh, wow.
Like, somebody, the werewolf will come in and rip somebody's, bottom jaw off, And then we have a skinned girl. So we would have an appliance that's under the face that looks like muscle. And then from that, we would have these silicone pieces so that you could actually, peel the skin back. And this was actually used in another movie where the woman's face was skinned, and we kind of used that. And then you cover it in blood, and then I spray it with glycerin to give it a sweaty look, and it really looks realistic. And as you can see, silicone's different from foam rubber. It moves completely different. It looks more realistic. It doesn't look like a Halloween prop, is what I'm saying, Because that's the thing is to achieve is to make things that I know don't look fake, even though they are.
Is that a bag? Is that a bag of fingers?
That's a bag of fingers, just various fingers, limbs, and when they're covered in blood, some of them look a little Halloweeny because they're dry.
Then you get them all good and glopped
Yeah,
on.
good, and then I spray glycerin on a lot of stuff. It just gives it
back to 1, and 1, 2, 3, and go.
Oh wow.
Lucky you could start with your mouth a little bit and then wide. So this is the rough test. We put like a bad skin on it just before we paint it, just to give you an idea what the movements, give the client the idea what.
That's cool.
The world has been completely like taken over by this weird disease, and there's these like steampunk angels that come in and fight these mutants. So this prop the actors would wear, and then in CG we'll remove them, and then we put them back on, and in CG they pop up and pop out like mechanical looking wings.
Nice.
He actually did makeup for Will Ferrell on SNL.
Yeah, which became a pretty famous sketch.
Yeah. And you did the makeup for that really famous sketch.
Well,
that is awesome.
From one side, you could see it in the footage. So I didn't glue it on quite good enough that night.
I've never noticed it, if that helps.
It didn't fall off. Well, when you look at the footage again, you'll see it starting to like do a little bit of a peel.
Well, he's pretty animated in that. So.
Yeah. Well, we only noticed that because you're watching the screen and we're creating. Like you guys do, you know?
Chance on a bow.
You're doing the same thing. You're bringing, don't you? I mean, don't ever. I notice you minimize it a bit, when you're saying, well, what you do, and I'm like, no, definitely not.
No, I mean, I don't know what I do.
Well, vague permission.
Look at that guy. Yeah. This is absolutely
And
incredible.
those are like all of Hollywood.
So you work with this